All right, everybody, welcome back in, friends. This is our Tai Chi review for week number 4 out of 5. We just did a 5-week series, lessons 1 through 5. This is a review for week number 4. You're welcome to take this class even if you haven't seen the lesson, but if you have more questions as we're going, after the class, you might want to check out the lesson class to get more details on the 4 elements that we'll talk about today and the 4 moves that we do today. You get more details in the lesson class. This is where we just do the moves, right? Less teaching, more moving and just doing. Here we are. Make sure everything's moving all right. Bounce back and forth a couple times. Roll the wrists. Great to have you guys today. Move the elbows. Roll the shoulders. And settle down there, turn the head a couple times. Make sure everything's moving before you exercise. All right, coming into holding the ball, which we talk about more in the lesson classes. Holding the ball on my right hand side, my right foot is my root foot. I'm gonna show the 4 different moves that we do today. First, and it's a forward, diagonal, side, and back series that I'm gonna show you here. So, these 4 moves are knee kickbox the ears. 1, 2, 3 parts to that move. Come back to hold the ball. Next move is brush the knee. So you brush past and push. Come back to hold the ball. Our next move is single whip. Draw the whip up, step left, and whip to the left while I push forward. Come back to hold the ball. And our 4th move is white crane spreads its wings. I'm going to show you all those in another angle here in a second. Switch sides, same 4 moves. I'm going to head on at you this time. Knee kick, box the ears. Knee kick, step forward, and box the ears. By the way, we'll do 8 total rounds today. This is round 1, just a quick review. Brush the knee, and we'll get into more details with our elements as we go. Stepping to the right, I'm going to draw the whip up, catch it. This move's called single whip. If you watched the lesson class, you're certainly welcome to do the simplified one and not draw the whip up and just push as well. Come back to hold the ball. Step back, this is white crane spreads its wings, okay? Looks like this from the side. Okay, and hold the ball. Those are our 4 moves. Now, let's do those same 4 moves with applying a focus element to each round. Okay, so this is our second round. Let's talk about our first element. This element is posture, okay? Keeping your spine upright, keeping your spine nice and vertical. If you want more details about it, go back to those lesson classes after this. Keep your tail tucked, spine vertical while we do different moves, okay? So the spine stays up and down. Holding the ball here, I'm going to turn just slightly to the side so that you can see me maybe a little bit better. Holding the ball. This is knee, kick, box the ear. Well, it's all 4 moves. Starting with knee, kick, box the ears. Knee, kick, box the ears, vertical spine. Come back to hold the ball. Diagonal step, brushing the knee. Vertical spine, holding the ball. Single whip. 1 pushes forward and 1 pushes out to the side. Come back to hold the ball. White crane spreads its wings, stepping back, low block, high thread. Come back to hold the ball. Switch sides, okay? Knee, kick, box the ears. Come back to hold the ball. Diagonal step, low block and push through. Come back to hold the ball. Single whip. You decide if you want to be more complicated or if you want to just have open palms and push 2 different directions. Hold the ball. White crane spreads its wings. Nice vertical spine. Come back and hold the ball. Okay? Our second element to review is controlling every degree of motion. This is where we step within our tipping point. So you don't want to step so far that you have to land, right? You want to be able to reach your foot out and bring it back versus stepping so far that you've now committed to momentum. Okay, we want to fake the momentum, right? Smoothly move through moves. Move through moves. Okay, whatever. Here we are, holding the ball. I'm holding on the right-hand side, which means I'm stepping with my left first. Control every degree of motion. Don't step too far. Here we are. Knee, kick, box the ears. Come back to hold the ball. Diagonal step, brush the knee. Come back to hold the ball. Single whip, draw the whip up, toss and catch. Over to the left. Come back to hold the ball. White crane spreads its wings, stepping back. High threat, low block, hold the ball. Switch sides. Knee, kick, set the foot down, box the ears. Come back to hold the ball. Diagonal step, brush the knee and push. Come back to hold the ball. Single whip, I'm gonna make it more complicated now. Whipping to the side, hold the ball. And white crane spreads its wings, low block and high threat. Hold the ball. All right. That's our second element of review for today. Our third element. Okay, we've talked about posture, vertical spine. We've talked about not stepping beyond your tipping point. Our third element is breathing. And this is my favorite element. I think that it's partly because it comes naturally to me. As we hold the ball, we always breathe in. As we do a move, we exhale. It's like catch and release. Right? Absorb the energy, use the energy, okay? The moves that we have today are fairly straightforward. In other weeks, we've had to count moves and go in and out, in and out. This one's very in when you hold the ball, out when you do a move. Here we are, holding the ball. Nice deep breath. I'm gonna scoot forward a little bit. And knee kick, box the ears. Exhale. Breathe in to come hold the ball. Diagonal step, exhale as we brush the knee. Breathe in as we hold the ball. Side step, single whip. Pointing the toe out to the left there, breathe in to hold the ball. Exhale for white crane spreads its wings. Breathe in to hold the ball. Switch sides, take an extra sip of air here. Now, exhale for knee, kick, box the ears. Breathe in to hold the ball. Diagonal step, brush the knee, push through, breathe in to hold the ball. Single whip, exhale, breathe in to hold the ball. Exhale for white crane, spreads its wings. Come in, hold the ball and breathe in. Exhale, let it all out. The breathing one is nice for stress, really helps to find the calm, right? Settle us down. If you got the jitters. All right, element number 4. This is element number 4 out of 4, and it'll be our 5th round if you count the initial showing you which 4 moves we're even doing today. So this is our 5th round, 4th element. This element I think is the trickiest. This is flow, okay? This is where we don't pause at the end of each move. So when we do single whip, instead of going and stopping there, we move through it. Instead of stopping when we hold the ball, we move right through it, okay? We flow right into the next thing, one after the other. It can get tricky, in my opinion, especially when we transition from side to other side, right? It almost looks like I'm going too fast. So I'll try to slow it down so it makes more sense as we flow one thing into the next. All right, holding the ball on the right here. Nice deep breath. And try not to stop. Try to continually move. Knee kicks, the arms are moving continually. Box the ears. Come back to hold the ball just briefly and go right into brush the knee. Looks like I'm floating underwater. Holding the ball. Single whip. Just briefly hold the ball. White crane spreads its wings. Briefly hold the ball, switch sides, and go right into knee, kick, box the ears. Come back to hold the ball, diagonal step for brushing the knee. Come back to hold the ball, side step for single whip. Hold the ball, and white crane spreads its wings. Awesome, awesome job. That one's tricky. All right, our next round, this is number 6. What I like to do here is flip the script, okay? So instead of stepping forward, diagonal, sideways, and back, I reverse it, okay? So this one's a good brain teaser. We get so used to one direction, we switch it. So back step first, which is going to be white crane, side step, diagonal, and forward. Same 4 moves, whatever elements you want to work on, okay? If you're here for back pain, make sure your spine is vertical. If you're here for balance, make sure you're not stepping beyond your tipping point. If you're here for your mind and stress and things like that, breathing, okay? So things like that, great to pair up with your specific reason for joining. If you're just here to have fun, just go for the moves. There we go. Holding the ball on the right-hand side. Nice deep breath. Stepping backward first. White crane spreads its wings. Hold the ball. Single whip. Hold the ball. Brush the knee. Hold the ball. Knee kick, box the ears. Hold the ball. Switch sides and step back. White crane spreads its wings. Hold the ball. Single whip. Hold the ball. Brush the knee. Hold the ball. Knee, kick, and box the ears. Come back to hold the ball. Awesome, awesome job, everybody. We've only got 2 rounds left, right? It happens so fast. You're welcome to go back and watch again if you want. If you want to spend more time doing it, great by me. These last 2 rounds, the idea here is that we do them continuously. So round 7, forward, diagonal, sideways, and back. And we're doing it in the regular forward order. Forward, diagonal, sideways, and back. Switch sides, forward, diagonal, sideways, and back. And then round 8, we'll go right into it. Forward, diagonal, sideways, and back. Same thing on the other side. So it's left, right. If you're on the opposite side, it doesn't matter to me. Some people mirror the screen, I don't know. But anyway, side, 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 side. 2 rounds in a row. This is a great way to focus on any one specific element because you kind of grind away at the same thing over and over again, right? Practice makes perfect, I guess, if you want to call this perfect. But yeah, work on one item or pair 2 together. 2 of my favorite elements to work on at the same time are controlling every degree of motion and breathing, right? It just feels really good because you're in and out, which I think is the simpler part. And then when you're stepping, you're not stepping beyond your tipping point, okay? So it's just very, almost looks like slow motion kind of stuff. Anyway, I like pairing those 2 together. You can choose any that you like, or if you just want to memorize the movement pattern, that's great as well. Here are our final 2 rounds. Here we go. Holding the ball on the right-hand side. Nice deep breath. Knee kick, box the ears. Come back to hold the ball. Diagonal step, brush the knee. Hold the ball. Single whip. Hold the ball. White crane spreads its wings. Hold the ball. Switch sides. Knee, kick, box the ears. Come back to hold the ball. Diagonal step, brush the knee. Hold the ball. Side step, single whip. Hold the ball. And white crane spreads its wings. All right, one more round, both sides. Switch sides. Knee, kick, box the ears. Hold the ball. Diagonal step, this is brush the knee. And hold. Single whip. Hold the ball. White crane. Breathe in to hold the ball. Take an extra sip of air. Exhale for knee, kick, box the ears. This is also a good way to practice just those transitions, is to repetitively go over them. Hold the ball and breathe in. Single whip. Hold the ball and breathe in. Stepping back. White crane spreads its wings. Breathe in to hold the ball. And unfold, unwind, shake it out. All right, everybody, if you have any questions, you can write them down in comments. You can also go back to the lesson videos, because this is a review, right? Go back to the lesson videos for weeks 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. This was a review for week 4. So if you have questions about these moves specifically, go back to the lesson for week 4 of Tai Chi Fusion. All right, if you guys enjoyed this class, go ahead and click on the like button. That does two things. It tells me that you like this style of class, and it also tells YouTube to recommend this video to other people. So the more people watching, the better. That's just great for everybody. So thank you so much, and I will see you next time. Have a good week. Bye-bye.